The Xiang Yujin ship has been sailing in stormy waters ever since the historical drama Pursuit of Jade, also known as Zhu Yu, became a massive hit in early 2026. Now, a recent string of cryptic social media posts and a surprising public appearance have finally shed light on what's really going on between the two actors. The spark that ignited 1,000 ships. It all began with the undeniable on-screen chemistry between Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei in the epic wuxia romance drama Pursuit of Jade. The series, which premiered in March 2026, captivated audiences with its story of Zheng, a fallen nobleman, and Fan Changjiu, a strong-willed butcher's daughter, who enter a contract marriage that blossoms into true love amidst political intrigue and war. Their portrayal of a power couple was so convincing that fans quickly became invested not just in the characters, but in the possibility of a real-life romance between the actors. The internet was soon buzzing with the Tianzo Zhihe or Xiang Yujin ship, and fans began obsessively analyzing every interaction between the two stars. The Midnight Walk mystery, a social media frenzy. The first major wave of speculation hit when Tian Xiwei shared a video on Weibo on June 11, 2026, of herself on a late-night stroll, set to the romantic song Summer Wind. The lyrics, which include the line "clearly telling me that you love me," were seen by fans as a significant clue. A week later, on June 18, Zhang Linghe posted a similar video. The clip showed him walking at night during a visit to his university alma mater. His choice of background music, "The Wind Carried Away My Longing," had fans connecting the dots. They saw the two videos, both centered on the theme of wind, as a long-distance duet. However, it was Zhang Linghe's next move that sent the fandom into a frenzy. He deleted the original post and re-uploaded it with a different soundtrack. This action, which many fans interpreted as a suspicious attempt to cover his tracks, quickly trended on Weibo with the hashtag Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei's Late Night Walk Sugar. Unraveling the clues and denials. The intrigue didn't stop there. Sharp-eyed fans began to dissect the videos and photos for more evidence. The V sign. Some eagle-eyed viewers claimed that a reflection in Zhang Linghe's video showed him making a victory sign, which they interpreted as a nod to Tian Xiwei's nickname, VV. To most, this seemed a stretch, but for dedicated shippers, it was another piece of the puzzle. The rival managers, the drama behind the scenes only added fuel to the fire. It is an open secret that Zhang Linghe's manager, Yiruo, and Tian Xiwei's manager, Gong Yuhan, have had a decade-long feud. The rivalry, which reportedly began over a billing dispute on a 2017 drama, led to years of industry tension. This known conflict led fans to believe that a real-life romance between the two actors would be a forbidden Romeo and Juliet-style affair. Putting rumors to rest, in the midst of this dating speculation, another rumor began to circulate, that the lead couple from Pursuit of Jade had broken up in real life. This was quickly put to rest when paparazzi footage surfaced showing supporting actor Li Qing, who plays Gong Soon-yin, on a date with a woman, definitively clearing Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei's names from this particular scandal. The truth revealed, Manager Gate resolved. The most significant development in the Zhang Linghe-Tian Xiwei saga occurred not on social media, but at a private celebration banquet for the cast and crew of Pursuit of Jade on April 13, 2026. Held at the Four Seasons Hotel in Beijing, the event was meant to commemorate the show's record-breaking ratings, but it became the stage for a revelation no one saw coming. In an emotional speech, Zhang Linghe spoke about the difficulties and joys of filming, specifically mentioning the warm and memorable moments he shared with Tian Xiwei while shooting their romantic scenes in Zigo Lane. His heartfelt words were a direct contrast to the previous narrative of forced distance between the two actors. But the most shocking moment came when Zhang Linghe's manager, Yiruo, and Tian Xiwei's manager, Gong Yuhan, were seen toasting together at the party. This unexpected gesture was immediately dubbed the reconciliation of the century by fans. The sight of these two figures, whose rivalry had been a staple of industry gossip for almost a decade, ending their feud in a show of camaraderie sent shockwaves through the fandom. What this means for the future. This public reconciliation did more than just silence the rival manager rumors. It signaled that the professional barriers that had been keeping Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei apart were finally coming down. The two are no longer rival children forced to keep their distance. Their managers toasting together suggested that any previous off-screen tension, which was often cited as a reason why they couldn't be together, was officially over. In a sense, Zhang Linghe and his team finally revealed the truth behind the relationship. It was never a feud between him and Tian Xiwei, but a complicated professional situation involving their management. By resolving the conflict, they have opened the door for a real and unburdened friendship, and potentially, a future collaboration. Fans react with shock and relief. The response from the fan community was immediate and overwhelming. For months, shippers had been hoping that their favorite on-screen couple would become a real-life item. The confirmation that the rival narrative was false and that the actors genuinely share a warm bond and that their management is now on board was a dream come true. While Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei have not explicitly confirmed a romantic relationship, the events of the past few months have painted a clear picture. The shared late-night walk videos, their emotional speeches about each other, and the historic reconciliation of their managers all point to one undeniable fact: the relationship between Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei is real, genuine, and free from the professional constraints that once surrounded it. What this means for the future. This public reconciliation did more than just silence the rival manager rumors. It signaled that the professional barriers that had been keeping Zhang Linghe and Tian Xiwei apart were finally coming down. The two are no longer rival children forced to keep their distance. Their managers toasting together suggested that any previous off-screen tension, which was often cited as a reason why they couldn't be together, was officially over. In a sense, Zhang Linghe and his team finally revealed the truth behind the relationship. It was never a feud between him and Tian Xiwei, but a complicated professional situation involving their management. By resolving the conflict, they have opened the door for a real and unburdened friendship, and potentially, a future collaboration. Fans react with shock and relief. The response from the fan community was immediate and overwhelming. For months, shippers had been hoping that their favorite on-screen couple would become a real-life item. The confirmation that the rival narrative was false and that the actors genuinely share a warm bond and that their management is now on board was a dream come true.